Drivers confused by central Kowloon bypass arrangements. 15 arrested in 1 billion Japanese yen robbery case. Hello and welcome to TVB News. I'm Melissa Hekalea. Today marks the first operational weekday of the Yaomate section of the central Kowloon bypass after it was opened to the public yesterday. Some motorists said they were almost involved in traffic accidents at the Kai Tak interchange owing to their lack of familiarity with the new bypass. Timothy Lee tells us more.
The newly opened section of the central Kowloon bypass remained relatively empty of traffic even during peak hours on the day after it was open to the public. But what stood out were moments of confusion, most notably at the Kai Tak interchange on several occasions, even after authorities placed traffic cones in the area, hoping to deter motorists from cutting through double white lines. A particular moment that nearly spelled disaster was when a private car attempted a lane cutting, resulting in a near collision with a taxi. Another private car was suspected of braking too late, almost causing a pileup. Motorists were similarly confused by the bypass's layout at a nearby tunnel. This, as the Highways Department said, it will increase the amount of signs throughout the infrastructure project to assist drivers. In a bid to facilitate smoother traffic, police officers were deployed to the area to monitor the situation. But that didn't stop some private car drivers from committing traffic-related offenses. Meanwhile, Secretary for Transport and Logistics Mabel Chan believes the traffic ran largely smoothly and that the highway project's design met expectations. She also urged motorists to remain patient while driving on the bypass. Timothy Lee, TVB News.
Police have arrested 15 people in connection with a robbery near a currency exchange shop in Sheungwan last week. It involved 1 billion Japanese yen, which is around 50 million Hong Kong dollars. The force described the robbery as a meticulously planned and violent operation. Samantha Lee reports.
Evidence from the crime scene, a 20-centimeter long knife, masks, a car key, as well as some clothes and gloves. The brazen daylight robbery took place at the currency exchange shop on Winglaw Street last Thursday at around 9 in the morning. 2 employees of a cryptocurrency and luxury goods firm were on the way to exchange 1 billion yen. Suddenly, 3 robbers jumped out of a private car. One of them brandished a long knife to threaten the 2 employees. The trio then snatched the 1 billion yen cash in 4 suitcases.
They load all 4 suitcases in a private car and drive away. And from the other evidence and witnesses, and we believe that there are other cars waiting for them and then take away the suitcase. Whether the syndicate have collusion with the other party involved, active investigation is still underway. And before they commit a robbery, they have conducted recce and they have some meeting somewhere.
Chief Inspector of Police Man Chi-yeon said the execution was meticulously planned and violent. He noted that the syndicate set up an ambush at the site. Once the victims showed up, the suspects maneuvered their car and took the suitcases in around 30 seconds. Police officers found the suspect's vehicle on Zavar Street, as well as another car in the New Territories. 15 people have been arrested, including 11 men and 4 women, aged between 20 and 69. All suspects are local residents, with several having ties to triad groups. The police believe the mastermind has been apprehended. 7 of them have been charged with conspiracy to commit robbery. The 43-year-old mainland man caught earlier has been granted bail. The police said they are still looking into the relationship between the suspects, victims, and currency exchange shop, and they have not ruled out more arrests. Samantha Lee, TVB News.
Still ahead, Ukraine's new weapons against Russian drones. Welcome back. As U.S. and European negotiators continue looking for a breakthrough in peace talks in Miami, Ukraine is busy updating its weapons capabilities to combat Russia's relentless drone strikes. Nazvi Karim has more.
In the cold and frosty darkness, an elite Ukrainian drone hunting team set up for a long night. Antenna and sensors were clipped to a light stand, while monitors and controls were pulled from hard cases, and a game-changing new weapon was ready for deployment. The Sting, shaped like a flying thermos, is one of Ukraine's new homegrown interceptors. The unit's commander said they can effectively counter Russia's fast-evolving suicide drones, which are now flying faster and at higher altitudes. Each destroyed target is something that did not hit our homes, our families, our power plants, said the officer, known only by the call sign Loy, in line with Ukrainian military protocol. The enemy does not sleep, and neither do we, he said. This is our land, and we will not allow them to fly here and destroy our cities and people. Ukraine can now build the interceptors at less than $1,000 each. The weapons went from prototype to mass production in just a few months in 2025 and represent the latest shift in modern warfare. Away from the front lines, diplomacy continues, with Russian envoy Kirill Dmitriev saying discussions in Miami are proceeding constructively, though both sides are far apart on core issues. Russian President Vladimir Putin, meanwhile, met with members of the Eurasian Economic Union in St. Petersburg, where the bloc announced a new trade deal with Indonesia. This despite the US and Europe putting pressure on countries to avoid economic ties with Russia over the Ukraine war. The bloc, established in 2014, includes Belarus, Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan, along with Russia and Armenia, and encourages the free movement of goods and services. This will open up excellent prospects and deepening multifaceted cooperation between the 5 EAEU countries and one of the largest and most dynamically developing economies in Asia and the world, Putin said of the new agreement. Nazvi Karim, TVB News.
Thailand and Cambodia will resume talks later this week to work towards a more durable ceasefire along their border, Thailand's foreign minister said today. He stressed that progress depends on detailed bilateral negotiations rather than public declarations that internationalize the dispute. The border conflict escalated into deadly combat 2 weeks ago and derailed a ceasefire promoted by U.S. President Donald Trump, which ended 5 days of fighting in July. The agreement was brokered by Malaysia and pushed through under pressure from Trump, who threatened to withhold trade privileges unless Thailand and Cambodia agreed. The General Border Committee involving both nations will meet on Wednesday to iron out detailed measures towards a lasting ceasefire, he said. While Cambodia has publicly said it is ready for a ceasefire, he said Bangkok had never received any direct proposal. A passenger bus crash killed at least 16 people on Indonesia's island of Java just after midnight on Monday. The bus was traveling from Jakarta to the country's ancient royal city of Yogyakarta at high speed. The bus overturned while entering a curved exit ramp at the Krapyak toll road in central Java's Semarang city. Police and rescue teams arrived about 40 minutes after the accident, recovering the bodies of 6 passengers who died at the scene. Another 10 people died on the way to hospital or while being treated. 18 people were treated at nearby hospitals, including 5 in critical condition. The opening ceremony for the Hong Kong Shenzhen Innovation and Technology Park, or HSITP, took place this afternoon. The hub has attracted more than 60 local, mainland, and overseas enterprises to settle there. Samantha Lee with more.
The HSITP, also known as the Hetao Hong Kong Park, is part of the larger Hetao Shenzhen Hong Kong Science and Technology Innovation Cooperation Zone. Boasting its strategic location in the Lo Ma Chau Loop, the Hong Kong Park covers 87.7 hectares of land and is designed to attract leading enterprises to set up R&D centers. Officiating the opening ceremony were Chief Executive John Lee, Executive Deputy Director of the Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Office, Shi Qifang, and Director of the Liaison Office of the Chinese Government in Hong Kong, Zhou Qi.
創新平台
Johnny said the aim of the hub is to become a world-class IT platform and foster industry collaboration between the two cities. Some overseas enterprises hope to use the park as a springboard to enter into the GBA and the rest of the mainland market.
I think Hong Kong is the perfect base to expand our business, not only in mainland China, but also in Asia Pacific. So that's one reason. Another reason is that we want to develop new products here and to propose these products first to the Chinese patient and then expand worldwide.
Our company wants to further expand our technological research, and that is based on clinical trials. And the HSITP has a clinical trial platform, which is very beneficial for our company because it provides us with the resources and the data we need.
Secretary for Innovation, Technology and Industry Sun Dong said Hong Kong possesses a unique advantage of connecting mainland and overseas markets.
Hedao Hong Kong Park will take today's opening as a new starting point, leveraging on the strengths of one country, two systems, with the geographical advantage of one river, two banks. We will accelerate collaboration with the Shenzhen Park to build a co-engine for regional innovation development.
He added that the government is pressing ahead with the planning for Phase 2 and expedite the construction of the remaining 5 buildings in Phase 1. He pledged he will make sure all the 5 buildings will be ready from 2027. Samantha Lee, TVB News.
That's the news. Thanks for watching. Pearl Magazine is up shortly. See you then.